Hello, good morning, and welcome to Cheryl. Sorry, I've got a bin in the way. Welcome to Stamping and Crafting at Cheryl Diana. I'm Cheryl Diana, and today we are looking at making some more cards using the Friends for Life stamp set and dies, which is part of the Full of Life suite, which comes with some gorgeous papers that I showed you last time, and some ribbon and some gems. So I have designed 3 cards, and as you know from last week, when I try and copy something, I change it slightly. So let's go and have a look at what we're going to make. So I'm going to do a very simple card using stamps first. So I need a card base, and I do not have one prepared already. So I'm using basic white thick cardstock. Morning, Valerie. And I'm going to do a portrait card base. So just score there. And score there. So I've got 2 card bases. So next, I am going to try and keep it simple. So I'm going to do a white matte layer. So I just cut one down. Let's just check that if this is a layer. No, that's too short. So let's do, I'm going to do a coloured matte layer. I've decided on mine. So I'm just going to cut it just a little bit smaller. So that was 9.5 by 13.8. Let's move these bits out of the way. And I think I'm going to go for, I'll decide once I've stamped it. So what I'm going to do is move the card bases out of the way, not lose them, and then using my stamping pen. This is a really simple thing to do with stamps. Is if you've got a big one, you can stamp it and then go down with different colours. So I thought we would give that a go. And I'm going to be using the Fishes in colours, because why not? And they're really, really nice. So I'm going to go for Petunia Pop, Shy Shamrock, and Pretty in Pink, I think. But these colours go lovely together. So I'm going to start with the green, because it's a lovely bright green. So I'm going to ink that up. I'm going to do it freehand. Just hope I get enough. Okay, that one. These pads are very, very juicy because they're new. But we can always use the flat end of a spoon and just move them about. So I'm going to do, open this one. This is the Petunia Pop. So let's turn that one there. You see that it is bubbling slightly, so let's do that one there. I think I might be able to get all 5 colours on it. So let's have a go at doing all the 5 colours. So let's cover these over. I'm going to go for a peach pie one next. And I've got a hair on this. The problem having pets is you end up getting a hair on things, no matter how hard you try not to. So I see that we've got a hair there, so I can't even see it. Is that fine? Maybe it came off. So let's just do this one. So this you can do with any sentiment stamp. And we used to use our Stamparatus to do this, but unfortunately, due to legal issues, we don't have it anymore. So these pads are still very tight. Right, am I going to get that one up there? No, we're not going to get. Let's try it with another piece of cardstock, because I know I can get 5 out of it. I just need to make smaller gaps. So let's do another that layer. Is that too narrow? That's the right size for it. So 9.5. Just trim that little bit off. 13.8. Right, so and now as I've changed what I'm going to do the middle bit out. Do the middle bit first. This is what happens when you change your mind halfway through. So I think that's about halfway. Yep. So we just work backwards. So I'm going to do the open my Stamp and Scrub. I love my my Stamp and Scrub. But we do a chamois as well, but as you can see, it gets very, very inky, and mine's too dry now. But I often use a chamois when I'm taking stuff away to do. Morning, Janice. Lovely to meet you. To see you on here. Right, so what do I do? Yeah, I'm doing this one now. Yeah. So do that one there. I've done those two. Let's do the Pretty in Pink. Now the ink pad makes it look really, really yucky colour, but it's actually a really nice baby pink. So let's just put that one down there. There we go. And then I can squeeze the other ones in. So I'm going to do Petunia Pop. Did I clean it? No, I'm not sure. Let's clean it again. Let's put that one in the middle. It's better spacing. And then do the Summer Splash. I think on my blog I put Seaside Splash. Whoopsies. Now when we first saw these two colours, we thought they were very similar, but when you actually use them, they're not. I quite like having the juicy pads because it's actually made some of them look like been made up of all different dots, which is different. Right, so where's my card place? You know, I have a bigger desk when I'm doing a YouTube, and yet I lose more stuff this way. I don't know why. So I'm just going to bone fold that. And that will go on like that. Okay. So let's have I don't want to do black and white today for my cards. Let's cut a black matte lay because that will make the colours pop. So my matte layer, that is 10 by 14.3 centimetres. So that will go just like that. It just pops that layer up, doesn't it? Okay, and now some ribbon. Now I'm going to use, which ribbon? Oh, which ribbon shall I use? I might use the one that came with it. But is that going to show up? Yes, that is, isn't it? But it needs something else. I'll just try the Pretty in Pink ribbon. I'm not sure. So, what other ribbons can I use? Trouble is, I have not swapped my retired ribbon out of my my storage thing, so I can use. I know we'll use this ribbon, but we will put it behind a strip of the black, I think, because then you get to see the different colours of it, which match in with that. So have I got a thin black strip in my Tigger cup with all my other scraps in? No, I don't, but I think that is, that's a Pretty in Pink one. No, it can't. It has to be black. So let's cut a black strip in here. Now this says it is 1/2 inch wide. So let's do it 1/2 inch. Now I really struggle with inches. I did a last week I did I thought it was 1/2 inch. Yes, 1/2 inch. That's good, yeah. I did a walk around Old Arboretum, and the tour guide got us to guess how tall this tree was, and and I never learnt imperial, so I said it was 400 feet and it was only 80 feet, but to me I was convinced it was really big, so I was well out. So I'm just gonna put that there, and I think I'm going to, I think I'm going to stick it and then trim it, just in case I cut it a bit too short. So there's my glue. Let's just run a line down here. My glue. It's got a bit. It's got all the dried bit on it. Right. Let's pop that there. Okay. So it's lined up. And then we're going to put the ribbon on it. First we'll trim it. And I know my upline will cringe because I use the same pair of scissors for my cardstock and my ribbon. And she keeps telling me I should have a one for my ribbon and just for just for the ribbon. So as you can see on that, putting the black behind it has really popped those colours, And you can see the green, peachy colour, the pink. And yet when you sort of put it on white, it doesn't pop as much. So that was a good choice. So as usual, I go and hide my ribbon with blue dots behind it, so you don't see my raw edges. So, and I actually swapped over my ends on my take your pick tool, because I had the flat one on it, and I had to use my other one with the point on. This time, I literally, all you do is you just unclick it and then swap over the ends. So put one there. Oops, I stuck on my finger. Now let's line this up again, because my OCD likes it to be as near as possible. Okay, that down there. Now I need kind of a sentiment. So I'm thinking I'm going to use the Wishes stamp for my... Did we use Wishes last week? Where's the Wishes? Why can't I find Wishes? There it is. So let's find a block for that. So I have a little plastic box on my craft desk with all my blocks in, but I also, when I go out, I've got the proper caddy for it as well. But you have to watch your fingers when you close it. So let's have a big scrap of white. So let's find a bit of white. I want to use a punch for it, so I'm going to use, I think, this size. Now, as I mentioned before, I do struggle with my sizes. So is that going to fit on that? Yes, it will just fit on that. So we use that scrap up, and because it's too small to get in there, this is a tip that I use very often, and that is to take a bit of a sticky note, pop it to the back of it or the front, and then literally it gives you just that longer edge. And this is a brilliant tip. Just get it in there. There we go. And then you can line it up really easily. And as you can see, that only just fitted that piece, but I've now used up that piece without having to start or cut a new piece. So just peel that off there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that on there first. Yeah, to make it just a bit wider. And yes, I did touch my ink pad, but because it's on black, you can't see it. Whereas when it was laid on the white, you could see there was a bit of a smudge. But we all have things happen like that. So let's just pop this on here. So the black is really popping those colours, isn't it? So then we're going to stamp it on there. I'm probably going to stamp it in the black. I'm just checking because I want to have a double sentiment. No, we will edge it, or we will draw. No, we'll do some doodling on it, because you know I love my doodling. So let's just check that fits in there. Yes. So let's just stamp it, and I'm using black Memento ink, which is lovely. I just want to make it nice and black. That's it. And then these are coming up a bit bubbly. That's not too bad. And I know it's not the ink. It's better. It's still bubbly. Let's just be these stamps then. There we go. It's a little bit faint there. So what is handy is you can always just go in and put a few more dots on it if it's not quite so good. Let's cover that up. I'm sliding down the desk again. Right. So let's add some lines around it. Some stitch lines. I learnt this doing scrapbooks and didn't think about cards until I saw another card being made with this, and I thought, oh, of course, makes sense, doesn't it? So there we go. So that just makes it pop. So I'm going to stick it onto here, the card base. Yes, Janice, I was surprised that ribbon looks great on black. I think I'll be using that more. So let's just stick this on here. Yeah. And then I'm going to add this using dimensionals, which I did get out and then I lost them again. Here we go. So, and I've already got ink on my fingers. Put it in the middle. Just put that out of the way. Let's just put this on here. There. And then I'm not going to use the gems that come with it. I'm going to use some in-coloured gems because that's what we've been using this for. So I think I'm going to be using the enamel ones because they look much better on here. And I'm going to use, where's my upper end of that gone? And I'm going to use, oh, let's have a think. I think I'm going to use the little ones. The one there. And if I use all of them, use 5 of them. Don't put those two together, the green and the blue, because they are quite. Let's put the green on that one. And I noticed I have an extra yellow one. Let's touch this up. But is it the same yellow? Or is it just a sneaky one that's just sneaked in? Yep, that's not quite the same yellow. So let's get rid of that one. And then we have a yellow. The yellow here. And then the pink one. We'll put the pink one. I do not do random. I say every week I really struggle with random. Put that one up here then. No, that's in line with that one. That'll have to do. I really struggle doing random. So here is a very simple first card. So next one, let me find my little sheet. Oh yes, we're going to do a bit of embossing today, and then next week we'll make the cards using the dies. So we put my little templates out the way. Put these out the way because we're now going to use the papers. So again, I'm going to be using basic white as a background, and then I'm going to be using I just need to check because I can never remember what colours these papers come in, because there is just so many colours to choose from. But what is nice is on the back of all of our papers, it tells you what colours it is. So I'm thinking first we choose our paper. That's a good idea. So I need a strip. So if I find, I got some strips out, didn't I? Yes. They're too short. That's fine. So because I had to sort out of the papers to use. Oh, my stamina's really bad today. So oh, that's a pretty one. It's nice and bright. I think we need some bright, don't we? Because here in the UK, it has been raining again. I think we've only had 2 weeks of sun this year, which is our summer. So we have, but everything's growing really well, like 10 times bigger than what what they should be. So I'm thinking I'm going to go for that side of it. So we can have a DSP as wide as we want it. So I'm going to go 3.5 centimeters. I think. Or should we try 4? Let's try 4. We can always cut it down, can't we? And that's pretty. Okay. I think I'm going to do white on white, because I don't often do white on white. So let's see if I've got a piece that will fit that. I think that's too small on that layer. I think that is, yeah, that's the second layer one. I need a first layer. So I think let's cut a first layer, which will be 10 centimeters wide by 14.3. I think I've got more scraps to do my sentiments on. So what I'm going to do is I am going to emboss it. Now I'm either going to use my favourite ones, which are the basic 3D ones, which has got a nice dotty one, or a good favourite, painted texture. I think I'm going to use painted texture. So I'm going to line that up in there, and it's a 3D one, so I have to use my my plate 4 for it. And let me just run that through. Remember, you need to have the folded bit going into the machine, so it goes like that. If not, when the pressure goes in, it will split this end. Okay, and that is the result of that folder. So let's put that there, and then we can put that on there, which we will cut down. And What is sentiment? Now I have got the labelled with love punch. It's lovely. So I think we're going to use this one. And let me see if it will come out of this one. No, it's not. That's not big enough. On that piece. Now is this piece gonna be big enough? Should be. Yeah. So sentiment I'm going to use is, let's see which one will fit in. Happy birthday, I think, because that will fit in. And I'm going to do it in pumpkin pie. We'll pick up that bright orange colour. So this isn't bubbling up, so that's good. And I'm just going to pop that there. Like so. The question is, have I put it in the right place? Oh, I'm shaking. That's not good. Yes, I have. So I'm lining it up. There we go. Now what I can do is I can either doodle around it, or, which I think, no, I think I'm going to do a punch layer behind it. So I'm going to do that in the, oh, the colours in here. I think we might stick with the pumpkin pie. Now this is another technique where you can, which you can do with your punches, and that is punch out shape again. And I know they're both the same size, but what you do is you cut it in half. Like so. And I'm sure I've done this one before. And then you put it behind it. Oops. So you get just the outline across the top and the bottom. So I'm just going to add some glue just along the bottom, well, the bottom top edges, and then I'm going to let's do this one first. Like so, and then try and do the same this end. There we go. So you see, we've now given it a nice border. We have. So let's get these stuck down. So I'm going to go with that there. Just pop it down the side there. See how far I've got to go down with the glue. And I'll just cut the end off. Slide that up. So move it around a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Put that down, and I'm going to trim the end. Now with with our embossing folders, you can use either side, so there's no right or wrong way with it. I'll put that there, but then I want to do a ribbon bow. So I was thinking I might do the ribbon down here, just to break up that designer series paper. So let's just pop some glue dots on it. So, and we'll put another one here. Now, while I remember, during July, we have our bonus days, which is probably my second favourite time. My first being the new is the new annual catalogue, where we get to see the new in colours. But bonus days are brilliant, because it means for every £45 you order, you get £4.50 voucher to spend next month. And I know that the customers have already ready. I know my customers have already done that, because 5 vouchers have gone out so far, which is really good. So I like that. And then I'm going to do my trick, because I'm not too great on doing bows. I showed you this last time. Let's just put that sentiment there. So we'll pop that up first, I think. So I'll just pop my shop link in the where is it? In the banner below. But it's a great way of getting a bit more for your it disappeared. So where was I? You get to say yeah. You don't have to do classes or run it as a business. In fact, I think over 3/4 of active demos don't they are a hobby demo, which means they just buy they just order stuff that they like. So we can put bow like that. Remember, just by cutting a strip of ribbon, and then we're going to neaten the ends up. And then my upline doesn't like me doing this, but I will one day get more than 2 pairs of snips. Put that in there. So this, I'm actually loving this now. Yes, I know. No, you lost me. I didn't realise, but thank you for commenting, because I'm not watching my iPhone recording or my laptop. I only glance up, and of course, technology stuff has to throw a spanner in the works just to make you feel that it's in control and not you. So I'm just going to stick this onto here. I don't know if any of you have seen my blog post yesterday that was using 3 of the new in colours, and I used the suite we used last month, which was painted lavender one, and the pretty in pink and the petunia pop make gorgeous lavender flowers. And we need some bling on here. It's looking very flat, so I've lost those. Where are they? There they are. He needs some lots of bling, so we use these on here. So these are the gems that come with the suite, and as you can see, they vary between orangey colours, blue, mauve, pink, sort of a greeny one. So I'm going to just put some of these. Put one on. No, I'll put them on the card, I think, this time. Just to add a little bit more. Trying to make it random again. Let's put that there. I'm going to add some smaller ones as well. We'll put, I think that needs something. And then I'm going to do one in the middle there. And then pop one over here. There we go. And there is our second one with the bling on it. Now my third card is, let's just clean that one up again. Put that punch back so I can find it. And I'm going to do a black one. Black card base. How am I going to do black? No, I'm going to do a white one, but I'm going to do black matte layers. That way I am cheating, because I don't have to stick a white layer in the card, inside the card. So we're going to do another portrait card. And then I'm going to cut that. So these are the standard card bases. Whoops. Fold that one over. Okay, there we go. And then a matte layer. And then So standard matte layer 10 by 14.3. And then I want to pull this out. No, it does need to be the other way around. It does. Let's go with the original idea. And then if we get time I can try it out the other way. So I'm just going to do a standard one in black. And then a white matte layer. And you'll see why it has to be a white one in a little bit. So let's just cut a standard matte layer. So as I said, I always start off with a plan, and then as I go through, I change it. So that's, I don't want that. That's my card base. What's my bone folder? I only had it a little while ago. Oh, back in the pot. There we go. Now I want to emboss this, and this time I am going to use the dots from the Basics kit again. So it needs to be dots. So lining it up and then running it through my cut and emboss machine. Okay, and then so it goes like that. Right, it's good. Now this is what I needed to do. I now need a black matte layer, and I need a strip of designer series paper. So I want to use that one. I think, yeah, we use that one. I'm not cutting my matte layer until I know how wide I'm having my designer series paper. So I've got to cut it down. That layer, that line there. So just make sure that's in the middle. There we go. I just need to cut a smidgen off of that one, so make that 5.5, and I hope that will cut that bit there. Yes, it's about as even as I can, as I can get it. Okay, and then we're going to cut it down to the right size. And that was 13.8. And you'll see that's why it has to be a black one, because I've got the white edges. And so that was 5.5, so that now needs to be 6 to do that layer. Didn't cut that very well because it wasn't flat on my table. And I got a little bit of a fluffy bit on the end, so so if that happens, have a nail file, and I've got a block, and then you literally just go like that, and that get rid of your fluffy ends. I think I need to have a new blade in my trimmer after all those wedding cards that I did. That's the piece I want. That's it. That's right. So I want that on there. Then that will go on there. Yep, like that. So let's do this. Come on. And I'm running out of glue in this one. But if you give it a shake, it seems to find enough to come out again. And then you need to store it like that. And one of the easiest things to store it in is, if I can find one, my drawers, are the little jam pots that you get when you have an afternoon tea or you go away and you have a breakfast, because that just sits in there lovely. And it's a good reason to go and have an afternoon tea as well. So there we go. There's that bit. So that's going to go on there. That will go on the top. Over a bit. Then I want to use the same. Now, just check which circle. I love these circle punches. That one fits. That one does fit on it. So we're going to use the two smaller ones, which is good. So I need to cut a. Well, I'm using it. I don't think that piece is big enough. No. So I just might look at my scraps, because I do put some slightly larger pieces in for that. Yeah, that piece will do. So I punch that up a bit higher. And I've still got that bit to cut something out on. And let's, I move things out of the way and then I lose them. Right. I'm going to stamp this in the black again because it will match the card. So I want that on there. Happy birthday. Like so. And then I'm going to put it on a black circle. And I'm going to do the middle from here. So that will go with that. And then that will go on there. Okay. Now I think we might add a bit of ribbon. If we do a ribbon bow, we will do a bow. We will. Like so. Let's try again to get it better over that end. That's getting better. And then you just fiddle trying to get it to line up how you want it to. Like that. That one down a bit more. Go tighter. There we go. Bring that down a bit more. See, I can do bows. It's just more fiddlier. So let's do that like so. Trim the edges off, line up. This is very slippery ribbon, but it's so pretty. There we go. Pleased with that. And let's assemble. This is very nearly on its last legs. So pop that on there. Then we'll put this on here. Then I'm going to just stick this on the side. Whoops. Even a gap. So let's make sure the card's the right way around. I'm going to pop it down like so. That's it. And then I'm going to stick this on here, and I'm going to doodle it first. I just think it just needs something extra to it. So let's do those lines again. Like so. Now I've got lots of birthdays coming up next month, so using this suite to make birthday cards is really good. It's good. Let's have the glue. Come on, last little bit. I just need a little bit out there. That's it. And I always do the smaller one onto the bigger one, because I have done it the other way around and then had to throw it because the glue's been showing. So there's that one. That up. Yeah, that pops it. Dimensionals, which I've had. And I've lost again. Let's put the punches away. Well, I can see my dimensionals now. Let's just pop some on here. Like so. Oops. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that on there. Like so. In fact, I do, let's just lift it up a bit. I forgot I've got an extra layer, so I need to add some more pads to the ones that are going to go on here. And if you're really clever, you can do it like this. Right. That should make it look better now. That's it, better. That's flatter now. And then my bow, I think I'm just going to pop with a glue dot. So you don't see it, I'm going to pop the glue dot in the bottom of it. Is that what I want? Come on. And then pop that on there like so. And then I think I'm just going to leave it like that. So today we have made 3 cards. Started off with a very simple stamped one, which we use the in colours for. Then a strip of black to show this lovely ribbon off, and a simple punched sentiment, and then the resin in colour dots. The next one we did was an embossed background. Some of this gorgeous designer series paper with the ribbon simple sentiment. Showed you how to do a matte layer for a punch by cutting the coloured layer in half. You can also do it that way, and then it's got the background matte layer down the sides, and some of these sparkly gems, and then finally showing some more of that designer series paper with a very simple punched out happy birthday sentiment, and then a ribbon bow. So I hope that you have enjoyed seeing the cards that I've made. Oh, hi Lisa. Nice to see you from Canada. Wow, I am privileged. Yes. Thank you, Lisa. Lise. My mistake. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing those 3 cards. I'll be back again next Wednesday at 11, where we'll be using some of the dies, and I've already got my cards planned out for next week. So follow me, and then you can see all my other videos. I will let you into a little secret. Watch around about the beginning of next month, because there will be something happening on my YouTube. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just giving you a little sneak notice about it. But I am stepping out of my comfort zone to do that, which I'm really looking forward to. So until next week, keep stamping and crafting. Bye.